Welcome to the In-Game Boss Podcast. I am your host, Jeremy Evans, a.k.a. your retroactivist, a.k.a. your in-game boss. And with me on my second chair, the Eva of Coup, the second chair, my special minion, my mini boss, Jaron Williams.
Hey, what is up?
And my seasonal guest, Curtis Scism the third. How you doing, buddy?
I'm glad to be back.
And don't forget, Curtis does his own little podcast show called Sunday Anime Chat.
I do that with my co-host, Veronica, and we record once a month. In April, we recorded Your Lie in April.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
So we recorded Your Lie in April because it's April. I didn't know what other. It's like, no, Veronica, it's April. God damn it, we're recording Your Lie in April.
There you go. There you go. Shout out to Veronica. We gotta get her. We gotta get her on the show sometime. Tell her.
Yep. And next month in May, we are doing A Place Further Than the Universe.
Ooh, okay.
That is probably one of the, maybe under Mob Psycho 100, probably the second best thing on Crunchyroll right now.
Okay. Yeah, I watch a couple of those. I need to catch up on it.
I've never even heard of it, so now it might be.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
Quick premise. 4 high school girls go to Antarctica. One of their moms died on it's a civilian expedition trip, and the girl saved up like 1 million yen. She is like hell-bent on to go there. And it's really neat because all these girls are lacking a piece that the other girl kind of completes, the adventurous side. It's 13 episodes long. I cried so hard. It's really good.
Okay.
It's very well animated. It's done by, I can't remember the animation studio. It's really beautiful.
Is it Madhouse?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done by the Death Note people.
Oh, okay.
The people.
Okay.
Death Note
Okay.
and
All right.
Okay. Awesome. So guys, it has been quite a week. I have been in the weirdest sleeping order. Like I'll be up at 5 o'clock on accident. Don't ask me how. And I only get like 2 hours of sleep. My sleep has just been so disordered, just been so weird. These 3 days off, my last 3 days off I had was just kind of like all over the place. I'm finally kind of getting back into normal pace. But like, I think it's because like I have projects I'm working on, playing games, and it's just changing everything. But also too, because I work super early in the morning, and then I'll accidentally take a nap in the afternoon, and then that's where it all kind of messes up. Because I'm not that. Then I go to bed even later, or I'll accidentally wake up, and it takes me like an hour to go back to sleep.
Reality
just everything is kind of just switching around. But how's everybody's week going, by the way? Is everything good? I do not talk about what we talked about on it off air. I know.
Okay.
If you want to talk about it, you can.
No, hey, break-ins happen, and I got caught slipping with my car.
Oh, okay.
And, lesson learned, and it is what it is. It's like, it is what it is. So, folks, lock your car doors all the time. I'm telling you.
I think Curtis had the best week. I bet he got good sleep and he didn't get robbed.
I've been working real early in the mornings during the day job, working a second job. Not much sleep, but...
Now, wait a minute. Is your kids keeping you up late too?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. What time do they normally go to bed?
They go to bed... they're crazy. They might go to bed right at 10, like zonk out at 10.
Oh, okay. Do you have a tactic of like getting them to wind down and go to sleep? Is there a tactic yet you and your wife have set up yet? Like maybe them haven't eat too much and they get sleepy, or wear them out too much?
My youngest has pills that he takes to kind of get him drowsy.
Okay.
It's a vitamin. And then Trevor, he stays up, plays Wii.
Okay.
And he will actually... It's funny because when I'm gone at my second job, my wife tells me, he'll just turn off the Wii. He's all done. And he's like, Mommy, I'm done playing the Wii. You can come back out.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
And he's Trevor's actually playing Paper Mario on the Wii right now.
Super Paper Mario?
Super Paper Mario.
Okay, yeah. Good pick.
That's good. The restraint is awesome. It's admirable. It's like,
it's crazy because that's a good pick because it's not the traditional Paper Mario. Is actually played like a Mario game. Yeah. So you're not getting the quick cut to the battle scene and then back.
Yeah,
that's an interesting concept.
I've only played the first one and a little bit of Thousand Year Door. I haven't played the Wii.
Thousand Year Door is probably heard is the best one in the series still. Yeah,
we'll
I haven't heard the color paint one. I color splash one.
Yeah, I've I heard it was basically panned. Like, you can find that anywhere because people don't like it. But I don't know. Now I kind of want to get it just to see. It's like,
I kind of want to see if they bring it to the Switch and just see if they might update it or change some stuff around.
Everybody's like, oh, we want another Mario RPG. You've been getting Mario RPGs. You've been getting that and that. You've been getting that in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga stuff.
Yeah, but they want the Square and Nintendo combination again, man. That's what they want. That's what they want. Because they want their two idols back. They want Marlo or Mello and
Gino.
They want them back. They want them back in the mix. And so,
oh goodness. Well, we can't always get what we want.
Right. But we are a gaming podcast show. Our goal is to entertain you by challenging you with questions and help us answer them. For anything else, make sure you visit our Twitter and our Facebook page. Just make sure you look up the In-Game Boss program. Me and Jaron have been posting like a loon on there. Sometimes I'll get likes. I'll go in there. It's like, I didn't post that. like why? I was like, who? And then I'll see your name in the little. Like, oh yeah, that's right.
Ghost in the Machine.
That's right. And then I'll see Curtis is like every single thing we have done. And so, but make sure you visit on there. If you have any extra questions, you can always email me at the ingameoffice@gmail.com. But remember, we have also a great show. But we will be talking about that real soon. But we here to talk about games. And remember, last week we had a great guest, Michael Blanton, coming in, a.k.a. Metroid Mike. We sat and talked about games that we don't really do or use, but we appreciate them in the games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, from tutorials to not rather sleep outside and sleeping at inns to auto saves.
Oh, yeah. And it just came down to a discussion about control. Stop taking control from us. You know?
Yeah.
Give us control.
And we are a bi-weekly show. We are now on Tuesdays instead of Mondays, so mark that calendar so you could always remember this kind of stuff. So, guys, to hear that, let's talk about what games we're playing.
All right.
Jaron, you go first this time, buddy.
Oh boy! All right.
I gave Curtis the mic, and we were here for 4 hours. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, that's Michael.
No. The only game I've really had time to play has been more of that mutant football league.
Okay.
And essentially, I've been playing a little bit of PSP. I've been playing Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP, and Grady's Collection.
Okay. I need to get back into it, but I was playing the GBA one.
Okay.
And I really like that one because, like, I'm trying to get used to tactic games, but, like, you got to have time and patience for those because I think I mentioned before, like, I hate going into a long fight, and then if I lose, it's like there is 20, 30 minutes down the drain. Because those are long fights.
Yeah. Or there goes your favorite character you work to build up. They're dead now. They're gone.
Right.
Bye.
So I consider the GBA the baby slope on a ski resort before I get to the big one, and that's the one on the PSP, the War of the Lions. I believe that's the one.
War of the Lions. So I have Final Fantasy Tactics on the PlayStation. I've played it before,
and that's the same one, right?
Yeah. It's like I think it's like a retelling. They add some cinematics and make it a little bit more palatable, but. I figure I'm playing Fire Emblem games. I like XCOM. I might as well get into Final Fantasy Tactics and actually try and play it. I played it before. I sucked at it.
Right.
You remember Ogre Battle?
Yes.
Ogre Battle game?
Yep. So I played the one on 64 though.
Yeah, I played the Super Nintendo one. I sucked at that one. I was like, okay, well, my tactics, my brain has matured. I'm a grown man now.
Right.
Let's see what we can do.
Like Fire Emblem, I want to get back into because I want to try Wargroove.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah.
It's like Fire Emblem meets Advance Wars.
Yes.
And Advance Wars is another tactics I want to play.
Oh yeah, and Battalion Wars apparently.
Yeah, that was on the GameCube, correct?
Yes. Battalion Wars 1 and 2. Yeah. There's just a list of oh goodness. I might as well be Sun Tzu as many tactics games as I want to be playing and beat. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have time for.
I have been playing. I beat Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm in the city now. Again.
Okay.
Again, because I already played these. Again, I'm back in the city again. I only touched like I'm only at the surface. I'm at the part where I just play Catwoman for the first time. Not at the Two-Face part where she got captured. Like actually after Batman
taking control over again.
Yeah, after Batman got knocked out by the Joker.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Name me a Batman that he doesn't get knocked out by the Joker. And so So I'm going through that one because, we talked about that we want to do a Batman episode coming up soon. And so I'm just kind of doing some more research on that. But I've been doing a little shopping lately. There's some good games on sale. I had some good games on sale. I got Neo Cooney 2 for $10. Brand new.
I'm so angry I missed that sale.
Yeah.
So angry.
And then when you posted your target of the Xenoblade 2, that was not that one.
It was until they changed the ad. They fixed it.
Okay. Well, no, it was a plus on me because I needed that one because it came with the expansion.
Yeah.
That I could add to my original one. So it was a win-win for me, but it sucks for the people that are like, why'd you change at the last minute?
Yeah.
Because that game is rare to drop $20. That blew my mind when you posted that. I'm like,
if I had caught it, because I went to the Target in Oklahoma City, and they said, "Oh, we're fresh out." I was like, I would have been playing. I would have given that whole play for an hour before going to bed.
Yeah,
what you're talking about. I would have given it a try.
Yeah,
I was like, ugh.
I'm not even gonna tell you. I mean, I'm playing it still. I'm not gonna tell you what numbers I'm at. I'm gonna wait until I finish it, and I'm gonna give you my grand number. Oof. Yeah. But FYI, I did pass 100 hours. Moving on. Okay. I also today for this episode, they're still having a spring sale, so I end up getting The Witcher.
Yeah,
the complete edition for $20. I had played and beat it before, but I want to come back for DLC. Thank God I have my save file, so I can just go straight to the DLC. I don't have to start from the beginning.
Nice.
And then I ended up getting Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins. It was $20.
Okay.
I'm gonna give these two a second chance because I got sick of Assassin's Creed for the longest time. I think it went downhill since Black Flag, in my opinion.
Okay. Odyssey's 25 or 30 if you end up liking Origins. Just saying.
Okay, I'll check it out, because I got Odyssey too, so I'm gonna play both back to back.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah. If you look to your right, you can see all the games that I got over there on the PS4. Over there.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, but I do want. I didn't get a chance to speak on this on the last episode, but Uncharted 4. I wanted to talk about something I appreciate about that one. I
love that you're pointing at me because I will shill for Naughty Dog and Uncharted.
Yeah.
Going back to Jeremy.
Yeah. No, I was very impressed that the fact that this was the only Uncharted game where the majority of the game was set in one location.
Yeah.
That was pretty remarkable, only because the fact that my favorite moments was when Elena came, and then it was the voyage to the end with Elena.
Yeah.
Because you got through with the Jeep scenes, you're driving the Jeep up, that was cool. Through the flooded town of the old pirates. I forgot the pirates' names, but just exploring that. And I'm a big fan of going through history and buildings like that.
Yeah.
It's basically walking into a museum.
Exactly.
And I appreciate the fact that they took the time to get almost every little detail that you can see in that game. It's nuts how they did that. And then of course just the action between there and there was that's my favorite part of that whole Uncharted.
No, that was a game that shows when time, passion, and the resources all come together.
Yeah.
So and I agree with you. Elena at the end when she calls Drake out on his shit.
Yeah,
she's like, "All right, let's do this. I'm your woman. I'm your ride or die girl."
That's why I was mentioning on the last episode. I think if Elena was not in this game, I don't think this game would be
as strong
because she was the heart of this.
Exactly.
And it started even from, to me, Uncharted 2. That right there was just the heart of it. I was rooting for her more than anybody in that game. Yes, I was Drake and I was kicking ass, but at the same time, I actually was like, are you going to make it where I'm at? I'm like, I forget you're a badass too, because this whole squawk and
exactly. It doesn't make her toothless. It's like, oh, she's the damsel. It's like, no. She can hold her own. She can hold her own if she has to. Mm-hmm. So I appreciated that. It was a nice
games later on, other than The Last of Us, need to work on letting these AIs make their own decisions in certain situations sometimes.
Yeah, but that's the thing. AI is so...
It is tough.
You mess it up and it ends up being godlike. You don't have to work as hard,
It's funny. I'm not sure if you noticed, but if Sam or Elena takes out someone while you're stalking them, Drake will I had that.
Yeah, it's the little touches. Yeah, the little touches.
Yeah, and like
that.
I said, like I'm not asking them to clear the room for me.
Right.
But like if I can just see them at least take one or two, I just know that okay, you're just not you feel more alive to me.
It does not break immersion.
Yeah.
Like, or even have the AI go off of your skills. Like, the better you are, the better they get.
Yeah.
So,
and they know how to like, and of course, they never really die.
no.
So I don't have to, and that's a cool part. I don't have to worry about them.
Yeah. Oh, thank goodness for the death of escort missions. I'm so glad developers finally listen.
Right. But I still play Overwatch during the weekends with Bree. We play a little bit of that. And then I'm trying to think. There was one other game that I was playing. I've been playing a lot of arcade games. Just because Jerome. Oh, Borderlands 2. That's the other one. So we're playing Borderlands 2 because I'm still kind of getting through it.
Yeah, get ready for 3.
Yeah. I'm trying to get prepared for 3. But the main goal is to get through all the other DLC. So we're trying. Because I found out Jerome never beat the game. So I was like, okay, so let's beat the game, and then we'll go through all the DLC. Because I was really just go right into the DLC and just do this. But I was like, no, I'm going to help him out. Because he said he never played. He had to replay. He had to restart the game like 4 times with 4 different people. So like, we're going to get through this. I'm not playing. And I told him straight up, like, to show you I'm not playing, I will leave you if you're not in my schedule.
Wow.
So, because Borderlands 2 is not a short game.
No, it's not, I haven't finished it, but that's because I haven't played it religiously. But you've been playing on PC or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Okay, yeah. One of my boys has been trying to get me to play Borderlands with him, and he's like, "Come on, man, come on, let's do that." I was like, man, I like looter shooters, but I got to be in that mood. So.
Yeah.
You you lose your mood when you end up restarting a game so many times. Like I understand. Like this is my 4th time doing it, you're losing the energy because like I got to go through. I spent 20 hours, and now I got to go to the 20 hours. So basically, I'm deja vuing my way until something new comes along.
Exactly, especially if it's not procedural.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and so those are some of the games that I've been playing, and like I said, I did a little bit of shopping for some new games for the library and everything. I almost forgot I have Shadow Colossus. Ooh. I had that a while back. I bought it; it was on sale.
I remember you told me.
Yeah, I had it.
Ooh,
I
you
fully
play that.
Oh, I play it. I already played it. Not this PS4 edition, but I have.
Okay.
A lot of these games you see over there that are collections or remakes, I have probably already played them on the PS2. I just haven't played it with the new quality of it. Yeah. So I'm not in a rush to play Shadow Colossus because I already know what is going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm playing when I feel like I'm going to play. Because Shadow Colossus is a game you have to be in the vibe for.
Yeah, no, I agree. Especially some of those Colossi, or those Colossus, the flying ones, it just wears me out. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's like, I gotta climb this. I gotta jump.
Right.
So yeah, I was gonna say no, good. Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. Right. Curtis, what have you been playing, buddy?
Oh, my wife injured her ankle a few weeks ago. She's been at home. My father-in-law came into town. When he comes in, it's really fun showing someone video games who has not touched a video game since Centipede. So I showed him Final Fantasy 15 because we were listening to Stand By Me with Florence and the Machine remix of that. And he's like, where is that from? I like that arrangement. It's like, oh, it's from a game. So started showing him Final Fantasy 15. We were driving around on EOS. And he's like, where is this set? These are Japanese developers. It looks like America, like the countryside.
Yeah.
And then we're driving by the other cars because you're in the Regalia. It's a very modern looking car, and you're driving by these old classic 50s cars. And he just looks like, what is going on?
Right.
So it's fun. I love showing him modern games just because, you're going back from the Atari graphics to 2019, 2017.
Yeah.
And it's really, I get joy out of seeing that on his face.
Blowing his mind. It's like, all right, let's try
this. Did a new game plus on Spider-Man. We're doing a play. He's actually watching me play through that right now.
Okay.
Yes.
And
is he a Spider-Man growing up like comics?
Man, I love when he gets into town because he's a big fan of the MCU.
Oh, okay.
But he never goes out to see the movies himself out in theaters. He actually waits till he comes visit us each year. So we start binge watching the MCU. I'm like, okay, Steve, let's catch you up on the MCU.
How old is this guy?
Cool. He's 58.
Oh, okay.
That's still cool. That's cool.
He grew up reading comic books. He loved Guardians of the Galaxy. He read X-Men. He read Spider-Man. So it's fun. I love looking at his face sometimes because he's seeing things that would have never touched the big screen when he was growing up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we were watching Infinity War. He's real stoic sometimes, so it catches me off guard when he laughs at a joke.
Okay.
I was like, whoa, okay.
Right.
And he loves 60s music. He loves 70s music. It's like, okay, we're watching Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
You know what's funny? I told my parents the other day, I said, I envy you guys because you guys lived in an era where you saw every transition of the years. You got this, like, 60s, 70s totally different. 70s and 80s is totally different.
Yeah.
Like, you guys sat there and saw the transition of everything changing. Compared to us, like, don't get me wrong, we're seeing a little bit, but it's not a huge,
It's
like,
not as big of a...
the 2010s are not a huge difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then here to the 2020s, I don't know what's going to happen. Like,
Well, what do you mean? Like, in terms of fashion, yeah, it's kind of similar.
but think about it. Like,
different.
but think about it. There was no bebop to disco to punk 80s.
True.
That's what I'm talking about.
True.
Here, I feel like our generation is more like we're tweaking something more
Yeah.
than like a huge revolution of
We're
music.
seeing more fusion between styles. We're seeing
That's
hip hop and rock. We're seeing metal and pop.
with and a little bit of nostalgia coming back into that.
Exactly.
So that's why I say I envy you because you guys seen even from the fashion, the music, the people. Like, think about it. They were there through the divided of the nation to a united divided and then kind of back to divided per se.
Yeah.
In the evolution of how certain words were, definition of words that people use in slang has changed to now.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's just more of like I envy them because they got to see that. The only thing we get off of anything is the gaming.
Yeah,
we
true.
see the giant revolution of gaming changing.
True. At the same time, you have to think about
And
it.
movies.
They're in the middle of it. We have the benefit of seeing it from the high level view. We can see the defined changes.
You're right. You're right.
So it's but who knows what people who follow us, whether our kids or kid adjacent, may see from. It's like, wow, you guys got to live through the rise of the internet and the digital collapse.
Yeah, but I guess Rise of the Internet sounds okay, but I don't know. Like saying that, like, dude, I was around time with disco and like that sounds way more entertaining. Like disco, like seeing your parents' photos of from afro to Jerry curls.
My dad,
mine's gonna be like a haircut, a lower haircut.
My parents kept the froze through the 70s to the early 80s.
Right.
So no Jerry curls, thank God.
Now, Curtis, your situation is a lot different than everybody else's.
My I was adopted from South Korea, and with that said, my parents were a lot older than you normally have children at. Like my dad was before he passed away, he was like 73.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I have an older sister, Natalie, and we're like 10 years apart. So it was like two different families growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like,
well, it's awesome that still make a family regardless.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure that in a way shaped how you viewed certain things or some of your interests.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's hope that we get our own disco age somewhere. And it might not be called disco, but something so our kids are look like, the heck were you guys wearing at this time?
Why are you guys listening to mumble rap? No, I wasn't listening to mumble rap. What are you talking about?
Have you seen that cartoon called Chowder?
Yes.
Like that guy that says Rotto. That's my favorite. That's my favorite character. The whole thing. That's my definition of mumble rap. Rotto.
Oh man! Except Rotto was actually entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, Groot from those movies. It's okay. Push this button. Which button do you push? I am Groot.
No.
Right. I am Groot. Right. I am Groot. No, God damn it! You just said that. How did you get that wrong?
No.
Oh man. Yeah. No. I'm actually in a way envious of your father-in-law because he's, as you said, he's getting to see these things. My dad's the same way. He grew up with Avengers, the X-Men, reading all those comics.
Yeah,
that's how I got into it.
You see the twinkle in his eye when
Yes.
Thor hits Wakanda. He's just, man, this. We paused it too. We had like this existential 3-minute conversation of this would have never happened like 20 years ago.
But Jaron, you know what time it is, right?
Oh, it's time for the news.
I'm going to need you to come in with that news. What you got? What you
All
got?
right, I got some tidbits. I got some nuggets of joy. I got first off, Dragon's Dogma. For those who haven't played it yet, new lease on life. Nintendo Switch coming out April 23rd. So that's for those who are listening. It's already out. Go get it, or it's going to be out. Tuesday? I believe Tuesday's the 23rd.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Give or take.
And so it was originally released in 2012. It's kind of like Dark Souls meets Monster Hunter. So it's got the job class system, and apparently for the Switch, Travis Strikes Again is going to have a crossover with it.
Okay.
So next, Star Wars single player Jedi Fallen Order. Respawn's developing it, and EA promised, air quotes.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about the New Order for a second.
Yo, bring it.
Okay, so it's funny that because the whole story about Amy Hennig, the creator, the help that does Uncharted, was working on a project with Visual Studios, the people that did Dead Space.
Yes.
All backfired with the hashtag project hashtag. Ragtag. It was Project Ragtag.
Yes,
It was supposed to be a single player experience with a ragtag, a group of people. Got canceled.
And then 1313.
1313 was not EA though.
Oh, okay.
That was just Disney buying LucasArts, and they just canceled that project. So, yeah. But this one here, it was interesting because they were not doing single player. Now they're doing single player because EA was more focused on multiplayer. So it's interesting now they're going back into this. And I want to ask you guys, why do you think that it went that way? Like, why do you think they decided now to do a single player game? You say that, but
I was making the money sign for those who couldn't see me.
I agree with that sentiment. Jeremy and I had a podcast episode of In Game about single player, and I prefaced that opening like every year is like this is the year single player's done. This is the year. Then you just had Sony exclusive after Sony exclusive. Someone at EA kicked in the door like, the hell, guys! Yeah. Look at that! Look at this! Yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, no, multiplayer games can work when it's organic, but when you shove it in everywhere and you don't care, then nobody's going to want to play it. Battlefront 2 could have been great. Oh, wait. It was the multiplayer didn't feel organic, and it was multiplayer only, or I believe it was multiplayer only. Might as well can only enjoy it multiplayer. And it was also it was transactions. It was transactions.
Yeah.
And that's what they're trying to do.
Okay. No, that makes perfect sense. But like, you mentioned the money because we were a single player game, but it still doesn't make sense why her project got canceled. Then it felt like that. Like, if they wanted single player so bad, that project should have been made. But then we get this Fallen Order. I think because of that situation has happened, they decided that maybe at that point they needed a single player because the Star Wars with the multiplayer wasn't working at the time. And I think they just turned to 360 at that last moment.
Yeah.
Or maybe that project cost too much.
Yeah.
I think also maybe Disney kicked in another door.
It could be.
And just kind of put their hand on the table. Like, listen, we gave you this property for a reason. You better do something good with it, a hit, or we're yanking it. So, I mean, EA knows that they're, people are voting with their wallets. And Disney's looking.
Disney is hemorrhaging money from Star Wars, like the backlash. Won't even get into that, but I mean, there's a lot of friends I've talked to like, hey, did you see Last Jedi? No, I didn't. I walked out.
I think the reason why there's so much backlash is because it's just it's too much Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
It's it's one of those things where when you have something big, they want to just run it to the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Marvel is kind of an example, except they're doing it's actually doing success
Marvel's
for that.
Almost an outliner though.
Yeah. That's true. But Star Wars, I guess, has so many mixed stuff that continuing adding on this stuff is just not helping out, and we need a break now from it.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes, but at the same time, going back to Marvel, they're telling stories. If you tell a story people want to listen to, or people have fun in, going on that travel with you, then it doesn't matter if you tell this story. If you have 3 movies a year like Marvel does, or if you have 1 movie every year like Star Wars does, why does Marvel succeed? Marvel tells stories people
Well,
love.
Marvel has different characters to play on.
Exactly.
That's true.
So does Star Wars has tons of different characters.
They do, but at the same time, they're trying to focus on a saga more than trying to do its own different thing. Rogue One and Han Solo was supposed to be those ones to change the pattern. While you had a main one, here's a side one, and a main one and a side one.
I
The
liked
problem is,
Rogue
it
One.
was just too much.
I loved
I
Rogue
liked
One.
Rogue One, and Solo wasn't as bad as people want to make it out to be. I'm sorry. That's my hot take.
I agree with that sentiment. I think people just spoke with their wallets just after the last.
I had no problem with the movie. My issue with Solo is I didn't care to need to know. I didn't think he needed an origin story.
I don't need to know how Han got that gun or why Han now shoots first.
Yeah.
Or why I understand that part.
Yeah, that's the only reason. I'm not saying that it's a bad movie. I'm just saying I guess at the time it was one of the questions did people really want that? Like you were mentioning, did people really want an origin story of that?
Yeah, I mean, the same rean why we never got a Magneto origin story. People don't really need. You got all you need.
X-Men
for Magneto's
is a totally different territory.
Yeah, I mean, not anymore. Disney owns it, but
that messed up my apocalypse, man. Don't play with my emotions now.
I will say, if going back to Star Wars, too much Star Wars. That's the case. Too much Star Wars in the theaters because we get the Mandalorian. We're getting the Mandalorian, and people seem pretty hyped about that.
Yeah.
Is that is that the movie in theaters? Is that
No,
the stream?
That's going to be the stream on Disney service.
Isn't that the Jon Favreau show that he's directing?
I'm not sure if it's Jon Favreau. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, but I know that
Jon Favreau is doing the Lion King.
I do know that they're taking it away from knights with laser swords and going down to the street level,
nitty gritty.
Yeah, and a lot of people want to see what's.
I'm sorry. I got to take a side thing real quick. I need to take a side quest real quick. Okay, so before we get back into the news, Lion King, saw the trailer, got it. I understand it.
Yeah,
it's down memory lane. Got it. I got it. Everybody, I'm biased. I'm going to be biased with this answer. Okay. I appreciate it, but I am biased by it. I heard Scar, and I listened to it. I'm like, I understand the actor doing Scar. I got it.
Okay.
But I wasn't scared. Jeremy Irons scared me.
Yeah. But how old were you when you heard Jeremy Irons?
Look. No. The only reason,
no. Day he still scares you?
No, it's just that voice.
It holds up.
Okay.
His voice was what made Scar who he is. You can't do a whiny voice and say I'm Scar. It just doesn't. Look, now he sounds like he's from Brooklyn. I'm Scar. You know what I mean?
Macaque.
Right. No, but the only reason why I'm biased because Earl Jones came back and Jeremy Irons didn't get a chance to come back. And how awesome would that have been the icing on the cake that you got the two iconic character, one of the two iconics come back together with an all new cast. Yeah. And it made me mad because Earl Jones come back, yes, but then Jeremy Irons, the fact that they didn't ask Jeremy Irons to come back, that saddened me.
The two sides of the Oreo cookie, but they didn't come together. It would have been great.
Yeah. It's kind of like if they did the genie and Rodney was still alive and they asked him to come back and maybe do a voice for a CG look of him, that would have been something cool. Yeah. That would have been something amazing. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. But I guess, like I said, I'm not mad whoever's playing the actor. Okay. Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. I just want to say that I didn't come off scared. Of him. Okay. I wanted to feel scared because when I was young, I was scared of Scar.
All right. Okay.
That's it.
I get you.
When you made a boy leave for 18 years to come back to take his throne, that's scary, man.
True. You that power.
And I guess because when I listened to it, I remember the remarkable scene when, of course, spoiler, whoever doesn't have a childhood, that his father died, and he was sitting.
Plays it so sly. Oh, Sim, what have you done?
But the best part, Curtis, what's the best part? When he looked at him, he's like, "Run, Simba, run."
He played on that fear.
He just tells him to run, like you can't be here anymore. Run, get out of here. Right there was like, ooh.
And then
he's like Goldberg. He's like, say it again.
And even after the time skip when he has Simba at the cliff, just Jeremy Irons has just this slimy, evil eye killed before in the ear.
Yes.
There's just so much delight. I'm very torn because I wish they had at least approached Jeremy Irons.
Yes, that's only if he said he couldn't do it. I would have been happy with it.
My thing is, if the actor's alive, you need to approach him.
Yes,
those are the rules.
I was watching Fuller House with Heather, and I was like, why didn't they? You know what? If the Olsen twins don't want to do it, well, they have their younger sister. They kidnap her
did.
from Marvel.
Yeah,
They did. They tried, and she was like, "Mm-mm."
No,
there you go.
that's
At
why they had a little
least
in
they acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons didn't get offered, and that saddens me.
I mean,
now,
do you think he would have wanted to do it though?
oh, I think he would.
Yeah.
I think he would.
Okay, all right. I mean,
Think about it. Scar didn't really have a lot of lines in that movie.
No.
If you really think about it.
no. He was. If anything, he was more like a catalyst for the story.
Earl Jones is only in the first like 1/4 of the film,
Yeah.
and then he's
15
done.
minutes, yeah.
And then he's just a cloud.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm glad it's coming out though, because just like with the prequel Star Wars trilogy, every parents want to take their kids. You know, my dad took me to see episode,
And that's the reason
1,
why
2, and
too.
3.
Like I would love to take my cousins and say, hey, those two guys were in the original
Way
when
back.
I watched
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
That's the talk I
Exactly.
want to have. Like here's the rest of the little kids, that's y'all generation. But the two big mamma jammas, Mufasa and Scar, that's from my generation.
Exactly.
And those
It's
are
like-
the two
Yeah.
that I want the iconic voice for. But
Yeah,
anyways,
you can
back
have
to
your Beyonces and your Donald Glovers,
Yeah.
but yeah, there
right,
you go.
right. Back to the news. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
Side quest complete.
All right. So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, so
Yeah,
EA's
yeah.
promising no microtransactions, no DLC, single player game, and it's coming out November 15th. So
Okay.
get your pre-orders ready. I guess.
Respawn. Those are the people that did Titanfall and
Apex Legends.
Yep. Check
Oh
it out.
yeah. So I'm cautiously optimistic. So Capcom's getting in on this whole plug and play thing. They're releasing an arcade compilation, including Darkstalkers, Pro Gear, Alien vs Predator, Giga Wing, games like that, Strider. But it's going to be in a 2-player arcade stick. It's kind of like 2 foot long.
You know when you
arcade
go to the
stick.
mall and they tell you all the games are all in one controller thing?
Yes.
And it's basically all copies. I'm not saying this one's not, but that's the example you're talking
I
about.
mean, so I'm cautiously optimistic on that, except I found out the price, and it's $250 MSRP.
Dude, it looks terrible for $250.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but the only way that could be a value add is if you could also use it, plug it in, and actually play other games on it, like
Dude,
on the computer.
Can
or
you
whatever.
imagine trying to share that with somebody on that same thing?
Oh.
That's tough, dude.
Yeah, just put it on the table, but I mean, yeah,
You got to be really close to each other. That's elbows.
Yeah,
That's elbows to the chin, man.
yeah.
Why not?
I mean, I like what they're trying to do. I like the fact that they're finally putting out, releasing Alien vs Predator that never got a port. Some other games that never got a port, but not like that.
That's a cocky setup too, with the word Capcom in big bold letter,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
buttons you could barely see on it.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
It's I hope whoever designed that, they got written up. Like, get rid of this, going to your file.
Moving on.
So, slightly sadder news: Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are under investigation in the UK by the Competition and Markets Authority. Essentially, they have concerns, air quote, over the legality of their subscription services. They want Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony to send them their contract information so they can review it. This is regarding their auto renewal of subscriptions, their refund and cancellation policies, terms and conditions. It could be nothing. It could be something. The UK has been something else regarding all these censorship and how they handle things, Article 13 or Article 17. So I'll be watching that with great interest.
Curtis, what's your thoughts on that?
I have opinions. Just about the.
I mean, get spicy. Get spicy.
I mean, you can't even wipe your ass or blow your nose the wrong way with the EU because it's just the slightest thing.
Yeah, didn't you hear about that? The prince wanted to ban Fortnite.
Oh, the same prince who wore like questionable material, like Nazi memorabilia on his arm,
Yeah.
and who did stupid frat boy stuff for forever and ever. Yeah, no, it's Fortnite. That's
this
the problem.
is the youngest one, right? Harry.
I don't know. They both he sounds like a tool to me.
Right. Speaking of UK, Jaron, can you do a special shout out to the disaster that happened down over there in France? And
Yes, Notre Dame. So Notre Dame caught fire, and unfortunately, it's
The Notre Dame
Cathedral.
Yeah,
Notre Dame Cathedral.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the college. Notre Dame Cathedral in
Notre
in
Dame's
France.
just fine.
Yeah. It caught fire, and the firefighters they tried to put it out as quickly as they could, but it sustained heavy damage. France has pledged to rebuild it, but I know I've never been to Paris. I've never been to any part of France, but I know a number of friends who have been there, and it really hit them hard. And I'm just glad that they've raised, I believe, almost $1 billion.
Yeah,
they've raised quite a bit of money.
Yeah, and Ubisoft is helping out. They are to help out with the situation. They were giving away a free game of Unity.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity. I mean, say what you will about how the development of that game and everything like that. I think that's very good. Ubisoft's doing that. You know, they're raising money, and I hope that is a definitive monument. Like, it's above the Arc de Triomphe. It's right up there with the Eiffel Tower.
Right. Make sure you read the information about it. I think you have to be a Ubisoft member to be able to play the game. So make sure you read all information before downloading it. On to the rest of the news, sir.
Octopath Traveler coming to the PC in June. So
congratulations for the PC people. I'm glad you guys should get your hands on it too.
Yes.
I'm still gonna probably get on the Switch, but I'm glad it is getting in more people's hands.
Yes, I mean, hey, Cuphead's coming to the Switch.
Oh, it came out already. Curtis, you need to make what's the word I'm looking for? Switch.
Oh, come on.
Life decisions. Oh boy.
Thank you.
So Microsoft must have been hearing me. I burned the right candles because they're doing their Ultimate Game Pass.
Okay.
They're combining Xbox Live with Xbox Game Pass. $15 a month.
All right.
Now, I don't know why I haven't, aside from money, jumped and grabbed an Xbox One or Xbox One X, because backwards compatibility. I get all these games that are coming out. I'm sorry, but their monthly offerings have been better than PlayStation's more often than not. And I mean, this is just icing on the cake. So those who already have,
I might pick up an S later.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, we got new systems probably coming out next year.
But we don't know if, you know how it works. One's backwards always to the other one. So the question is, are the 360s going to be for the new Xbox? Probably not.
If they're smart,
unless they do a classic Game Pass.
They did Xbox 360 could play Xbox games to a point. Xbox 360 to Xbox One could play 360 games and OG Xbox games to a point.
Baby steps, sir.
It would be wise, but we'll see. Fingers crossed. And minor tidbit news, crumbs, if you will. PS5, it is coming. No price definitive yet. Everybody's hoping for between 400 and 500.
People are already aiming at 600.
Oh, they're not going to pull a PS3. Not unless the only way I would even think about 600 is if it is backwards compatible all the way to PS1.
And the hard drive's 2 terabytes.
Yes, 2 terabytes.
So that is one
SSD
of the highlights, that it is backwards compatible to the PS4.
Yes.
Okay. And then they said the load time is a lot quicker. They did a dev demonstration for Spider-Man on the Dev 5.
The fast travel usually takes about, what was it, 15 seconds, they said?
And this was like 0.8 seconds.
Yes, that's mouth-watering at that one.
It is, but Spider-Man, to me, that's a fun example, but we need to see one with a high graphic game and how fast that loads. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Spider-Man's pretty.
Okay.
But imagine if Spider-Man was on a PS5
texture
from the ground up. How fast is that game going to load?
True. I would like to see Grand Theft Auto 5 load like that.
Okay. If Grand Theft Auto can load like that freaking fast, I'll shut up. I will shut up for 6. I will shut up for Grand Theft Auto 6 if it can just do that like that in a lickly spit. Okay? But I'm going to wait. Dude, I can't even imagine how 6 is going to look. First of all, I don't even care about the load time. I'm just curious about, are we going to get 2 big cities now? Instead of one city?
I'll put it this way. 6, I want to see
we're going to get a whole state. That's what Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be. It's going to be a whole state.
Yeah, or it's like, okay, you're going back to Los Santos, but you're also going to Vice City, and you also go to Liberty City. Let's go to all of it.
Oh, wow, that's a collection right there.
Yeah, I you know what? Considering they do games in between the main releases, I could see them doing doing something like that. But yeah, so but that was the news.
Okay, there's one more you forgot about, but I want final thoughts on the PS5 thing. How do you guys feel like so far going into this? I know it's not a lot of information, but how do you guys feel right now for it? Are you liking what you're hearing? Do you feel like I still need some more? I still need some more info.
More info.
Yeah.
Okay. So far, I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Johnny 5 needs more input. I got to hear more. I want them to push. I want to push for more.
I need to know more of the game of service more than the graphics. We already know what PS5 is going to be. It's going to be a beautiful looking console and a game graphic. What are you doing with game of service? Will you be able to change your name, which is now recently announced, going to be the first thing you can do on the PS5? Those are kind of game of service I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Or we're going to wait another half of the generation for you to try to transition that in there.
No, even better, will you be able to bring the stuff that you downloaded or bought on the PS4, the store on the PS4, to the PS5? Because you couldn't do that to the PS3.
Right.
No.
So those are what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for what's the game of service more.
Yeah.
How's the party chat going to be? How is that going to go?
Yeah.
You know,
there's some things that Xbox, people won't own up to it, but Microsoft kind of whooped Sony's ass on some of the online offerings.
Yeah. And speaking of that, let's talk about the stat edition of that.
So, yes. Mea culpa. I left that out. So, the Xbox One S All Digital Edition, or the Xbox One SAD.
Sorry, mom and pop stores.
I mean, so this is a bad for mom and pop stores. GameStop is, there's no point in them even carrying it. I believe last I read, I don't think they're even taking pre-orders or anything for the SAD edition. There's no point. But it's all digital, no disc drive at all. And it's $250.
Now, hang on. No. Before you slap the whole $250, what else does it come with for people? It comes with 3 games.
Yes, 3 games.
Look, lay it on. Give them the whole thing before you bash it. Okay.
Okay. So
all right.
3 games. I think it's like Minecraft.
It came with Minecraft, Forza Horizon 3,
yes,
and
not
Sea
4,
of Thieves.
but 3.
Yeah, and Sea of Thieves. And then you get don't you get at least a 1 month of live?
You get a month of live. I think they might end up twisting that to Ultimate Game Pass if they're smart.
Okay.
You get a little bit of a membership service on that, but okay.
Okay, now you can get is $250. I agree. As too high. Everybody was aiming for $150, which that makes more sense. But at the same time, it's $50 off of the S. So,
but the S has been discounted to $250 forever.
What? So, in your opinion, and yours too, Curtis, what would make it $250?
Okay, what would make it worth $250?
Yes. What would you want to do?
All right. First off, it needs to have a $50 credit to the Xbox Live and 6 months membership to Xbox Live. Honestly,
a year. I'm sorry.
You know what? Shoot for the moon. Yes,
you're taking away my disc drive. You're forcing me to buy digital media.
Yeah,
I like physical media. I'm sorry. Don't force me. Give me a year subscription.
Yeah, I want the option. I'm of 2 minds about digital and physical. I like the option though. And now if everybody remembers 5-6 years ago when they announced what it was going to be, or 7 years ago, they got torn to shreds when they said, okay, it's going to be always online. You can sell games back digitally. You can, you have to allow someone to be able to play this game. They got torn apart and they backed down off of all of that. So here they're slowly tiptoeing back towards that again.
Okay.
And I just don't like the way they're doing it.
5 years ago, real quick, Angry Joe was the biggest advocate for Xbox in his early YouTube days. The Xbox One broke him. He actually had a 3-minute video called Sony Joe where he was so proud of the PS4 when he got it. And he had 3 rant videos. 3 just ripping into the Xbox One. And that blows my mind about the disc drive being gone.
It's like for every step forward they take 2 steps back. Backwards compatibility, all digital.
And I almost wonder with Sony holding back the specs, they're kind of doing the, Let's see what they do. Okay, we are gonna so kick them in the nuts.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's a total loss at the same time because this is experimental. It's not like it's the only choice you had. You know, it's just there. I think it's just there to just see what's out there, to see if people are going to just grab it or not. Because it's not like the S is disappearing and now you're dealing with this one only, right?
Yeah, but I'm speculating here. I think the other reason they're doing it is because if this sells well or if they get good feedback, who knows what they're going to do with the next Xbox system? It's like, oh, we might make that.
Well, no, they are. You already heard in the Project Scarlet, there were going to be 2 models out regardless, right?
Okay.
So there was going to be an all digital one, and then of course, physical one. Anyways, I think this was a more of experimental and just see who would grab onto this. Because number one is hard. I understand. Like, who is this for, right?
Don't split the market.
Dude, everybody splits the market, right?
That's a hard sell for your first adapters because that's
right.
kind of the
But
lifeblood of your...
I think these are for the people that are coming late to the party.
Okay.
And this is them hopping to the next one, and they're like, here it is. Okay. I got a nice neutral one. To me, to make it 250 would be 6 months live. No. A year live with at least 6 months of the pass.
Okay.
And if you're going to bundle...
All right.
If you're going to bundle it, to me, honestly, I would do Forza 4.
Exactly.
I wouldn't do Sea of Thieves. I would actually do the Halo collection.
Ooh.
Exactly. The Master Chief collection. Yes.
That's a good one because, like, there you go. You got a nice little set of a series that you can enjoy. And actually, those two will be fine with me.
Because you won't be able to play them physically.
Yeah, because now you have a multiplayer shooter and a multiplayer driving game.
Yes.
And if I had to throw another, if you want to put Sea of Thieves in there, you can. I don't think Sea of Thieves is the best choice, but that is one of their flagships as of right now because State of Decay is not that.
Okay. I will tip my hat to you on that one. Yeah. Yes. The thing I would, if I could speak directly to Microsoft here for a second, you guys need to remember there is a lot of country between California and New York, and not everybody has good, reliable internet.
That's true.
For all this being all digital, you're relying on a large percentage of people to have stable, tolerably fast internet, and that's just not the case.
Right.
So
a lot of people were speculating. A lot of people were saying it's a good second bedroom console. So, like, if you already have an Xbox X or an S, this is one just for, like, in your room if you want to watch. You just want to, like, stream something quick or watch something.
I guess
it's like another DVD player in your bedroom.
I'm sorry, a DVD player without the disc. I mean, at that point, I might as well get an Xbox One S.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't know. So I wish them luck, but I'm not holding my breath.
Right. And what's that? We got an update for you. So updates. The control cabinet will be coming out in May. We don't have a date yet, but we will have a date for you along with Bond Never Dies. Both shows are coming back. Well, one show's coming back. One is brand new. And we got a new show that we're working on called Buddy Up Gaming or Bug. And it was funny because he pointed that out and he was like, oh, damn it. I was like, I can't believe I make an acronym of that. That's coming out later. We don't have a date on that, but me and the new person named Jerome. So you guys will be meeting him soon. We're working on that. Other news going on. Really, just the production is doing very well. We're just trying to do new stuff. I have new stuff that is in the works. I can't announce them yet because I don't want to announce it ahead of time and not if it doesn't work out. So, but I have a couple of projects I'm working on that I'm happy to be doing with certain people, and then of course my personal projects that I kind of threw it at y'all a couple of times that I've been slowly kind of working on. Is still baby steps, working through all that. But remember, you can always catch all our stuff, all our shows. If you haven't heard of Jeremy Met Nam, is a movie podcast. We have recently put Happy Gilmore out, so definitely check that out. Curtis made a point of what a coincidence that it came out during Tiger Woods winning the
Masters.
And did not put that 2 and 2 together. Like, go us.
What was it? His 5th Masters? Yeah, I think it was his 5th Masters.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
14 years.
Oh yeah. I'm glad his back didn't give out.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I want to thank everybody that's been supporting the shows. Our hits are going up a lot bigger. A lot of people are liking the shows, liking a lot of the feedbacks, doing a great job and everything like that. But other than that, no, that's really it. All for the.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to announce that you're joining the MCU? Okay.
No, not yet. I do have one other one. Actually. We did our first last week. We did our first trial with our sponsor, Misfit. She played Undertales, and she ended up liking it. Really liking it. I'm happy for her because she doesn't really play a lot of RPG games. So we gave it a so we get
dark side.
Yeah, but she had really good support. People were on the chat just helping her out, getting through the stuff and everything like that. It is one of those games where, when I first played, I kind of played more the bad person. Mm-hmm. And when you play as the bad person, it's one of those games where, have you ever guys played Undertales?
I've seen it played. I have not played it personally.
I'll kind of give you a snippet of it, but I'm not going to give you the whole thing. So basically, you can choose with these beings that you have if you want to kill them or spare them. But if you kill them, that's the only way you get experience. But if you spare them, you'll get more money and some other secrets in there. I don't want to tell about it. But it's one of those games where if you're trying to be the hero, the game is going to be harder for you. Mm-hmm. But if you want to straight be the bad or a killer, the game is going to be easier for you.
Shortcuts.
But it all comes with a deciding result at the end that will flip everything around. And that's how the game is.
Okay.
So when she's playing it, I was trying to tell her, play it the way you want to play it. Like, if you want to kill. If you want to save, you want to save.
You're a knee-jerk.
Right. You can do both. I did both. I'm not going to say what happened to me. But, people in the chat were trying to advise her to, hey, rescue. Or like, save these people, spare these people. I'm like, that's fine if she wants to do it, but I don't like people forcing me, telling people the secrets, like, hey, do this. It's like, no, we're here to be entertained from a person that never played before. Yep. That's the excitement. The excitement is watching someone play it blindly.
New eyes.
Yeah. And then hopefully you get to relate with them, like, I made that decision too, but I didn't force it on her. Yeah, exactly. She made it all on her own.
Yeah, and if she wants to play it again, she can have them vote or whatever.
Right. But it's been going okay. Like, everything's been fine. She's still going through it. But I did tell her in the chat, like, if you decide to go this route, your fights are going to be harder because you don't level up.
Yeah.
So you're going to, because she's going through this. Like, why am I level 2? Because you're saving people. You're not killing, so you're not getting experience.
You don't have any experience killing things.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, so that means you're going to have to go grind and get more health, because that means you have to rely on your health more, like getting candies and items to heal you more than grinding to level up. So Undertales is actually a really magnificent game. I recommend everybody playing it, but it was cool because she never played that, and I can't wait for the next game, which we can't announce yet, but it's going to be a fun thing.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of one of her streams, just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, she plays a lot of DayZ. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, it's like I wish I could get into DayZ. I wish I could have.
Right.
It's
not for everybody. I understand it. It's not for me either. But I like to go there because on sponsor I wanted to show my support. But I love the fact that she hasn't played a lot of these games. So the best time for me is to watch her when I announce it. So you get to see her play a lot of these games like she have never played. And the list that you're finding out, like, she never played this one. And that's where it's gonna be fun.
Let me know, because I'll open up my wallet. Shoot.
Okay.
I don't care.
All right. And with that, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna talk about games that we try to play once a year, followed by, can I kick it? I think you can. We'll be right back. Hey, thank you so much for listening to this episode as part of the In-Game Boss program, a network of gaming and other variety shows. And remember, you can find all these shows on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and Podbean. All you have to do is just follow and subscribe and enjoy all our other variety shows, like the In-Game Boss podcast, When Jeremy Met Nom and Finally Do a Movie podcast, Bond Never Dies, In the Cabinet Sessions. So thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of the show. And welcome back. I'm your host, Jeremy Evans, along with Jaron Williams.
Hey.
And Curtis Scism.
Hello.
Guys, once a year, or, you guys we love video games here, of course. We have our favorite video games. And, I was thinking about the other day what are games that we always like to go back to when we have a chance? Like, once a year, we go back to. And the reason also trigger is because every year I watch Cowboy Bebop. I watched the whole show.
Yeah,
respect.
It's quick. It's actually that show is actually really fast because it's just all the episodes are separate and it's just straight to the point. I make it myself every year. Now people do that with Trigun. I like Trigun, but Bebop it's Trigun to me is more of like you have to really pay attention more. But I can skip episodes of Bebop and still be fine. That's what I like about Bebop. I don't have to watch every single one to feel a connection to it.
Yeah.
So Bebop I watch every single year and I love it. Is there TV shows or animes that you guys watch every year?
High School of the Dead, Samurai Champloo.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Curtis?
Food Wars when it comes out.
Okay. So, but gaming is a little different, right? Because we have to put more effort and our time into it. And depending what game it is, it can be short, it can be long. And I wanted to kind of discuss some of these games, and then we'll talk about some of the comments that I put out on the Retro Gaming Society, what they said, what games they make time. And there's some interesting picks they had. I was like, you have time to do that every year? But anyways, but I want to hear some of the games that you guys have a chance. And by the way, for the listeners, this is not based on beating the games. It's just like, I just want to play it because I just enjoy
you just
it.
Want your fix.
Yeah, it's just your fix, basically.
Exactly.
So, Curtis, how about you? You give don't give me your whole library, but just give me a couple right now. We're gonna keep rotating this discussion.
One of the Phoenix Wright titles. Okay. They're so well written. I know what to pick. I know where the story is going. But God, there's just some moments like in the story because it's written so well. It's just man.
Are you getting a trilogy?
Yes. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna get the trilogy next payday.
Okay. Jaron, what about you, bud?
Well, XCOM, the Firaxis XCOM, the new ones. Enemy Unknown. I'm playing through XCOM 2 as well. I play both those games almost every year, and the new War of the Chosen on XCOM 2. I'm playing through that. I love I love strategy. And I love naming the soldiers after friends and family, and then telling those friends and family, hey, last mission, you couldn't make a point-blank shot with a shotgun, and you got captured. Nice job. Pass the mashed potatoes.
Do you get emotion when someone dies then?
When certain people
Jerry,
die.
no!
It's like, oh, I sunk so much money into you. You were a colonel. Why? No. So, and it's like I'll play Mario, like Mario 3, Mario World. I'll play
Mario World
those.
For me, yeah.
Legend of Zelda, the original one. Dirty Secret.
For you.
I can always make it almost through the whole game. I've never beaten the original. I can make it all the way to the final dungeon. Okay. Something happens and pulls me away. So that's why I keep coming back. I'm trying to beat it.
Mario World for me, man. Mario World is, if I later on in my life, I am going to do a personal top 100 favorite games of all time. I think Super Mario World is probably number one for me, right, as of right now. And it's hard because another game can come and take the torch. But Super Mario to me, was the perfect game. It was just a good balance. Every time I play it, I just admire. It's just so beautiful to this day for a 2D
just a perfect building block for that generation, too.
It is.
Exactly.
It was like Game Dev 101 right here.
Yes.
Right.
You change the pace. You change the worlds. There's something new in every single world.
And it all connects. I think that's what blew my mind about it, because it was this one giant freaking island.
Yeah.
Yes.
With so many other secrets in there.
Yes, and it's a perfect way. It tutored you how to do things without, shoving a tutorial down.
Right.
Down
and then you end up going to a special place, and then even go back into a new dimension of the games where Koopas are wearing Mario helmets.
Hitting on that, it's in that generation of like, there's no one going, hey, you need to hit X to do this. You need to hit X twice to double jump.
Right.
It's like, look, shut up. Let me figure this out.
Yeah.
A turtle is walking towards you. What are you going to do?
Exactly. I mean,
are you going to let it kill you, or are you going to hop on it and ride?
That was the game. I was a sick kid, and I had to go, visit the doctor's office a lot. That was the game they had in the hall on the little mobile cart, Mario World, and I got so good playing the game. I was teaching other kids, like, all right, so that's Yoshi. You want to hop on him now? Keep going, and it's that. I don't know. It is one of the perfect games that anybody can play.
Right. Sonic 2. Sonic
2? Really?
Sonic 2 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Sonic 2 and 3. But like Sonic, it's such a fast-paced game. I can just play a couple levels and I'll just get my fix from there. It's just it's so good. I don't know why, because like you just run so fast. I know the boss is like the back of my hand. I guess I always get hyped because Sonic, to this day, to me, is still one of those games where that is where you just don't know what's going to happen next if you are first time playing it. Like,
exactly.
And just the voyage he goes on. He's in the ruins. He's in a casino. He's up in the mountains. He's in a cave. He's in an oil factory. Mm-hmm. He's in an 80s music metro robot place called Metropolis.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I feel like Let's Get Physical, the song, Let's Get physical. Should be in that somewhere there. And then Sonic Mania is a great one. That's another one added on my list. I play every year.
It's on my wish list.
Sonic Mania is so good.
Yeah.
So good. I think for me is like I play games every year that are just easy to pick up and play.
Exactly.
Instead of like the giant journeys.
And
do that. But with that, Chrono Trigger is one of those games that I actually do go back and try to do every year. But I think it kind of faded off a little bit because like another game comes along and ruins it now for that.
Yeah,
because I have it on the DS.
See, I would like to get it on the DS. I have it on the Super Nintendo, and who hasn't emulated it? But I've actually enjoyed Chrono Cross.
Chrono Cross is good.
I mean, a lot of people, the camp's divided. Chrono Cross, I enjoy going back and playing that a little bit. It's a lot more involving. I don't always play it all the way through. I have my old save files, but I like Chrono Cross. I liked all the characters. I like the different, the journey, the color system. So, Trigger as well, but
yeah.
Arkham every once in a while, not the story, because I don't have enough time to just do the story each year. I'll do a challenge map. I'll do just to get the feel man, this is what Arkham is. I'll turn on some Hans Zimmer Batman music. I'm such a nerd. Sometimes I'll put on the old Adam West. I'll turn down the music, keep the sound effects on, play the old 60s Batman, da-da-da-da-da-da, and I'm just beating the shit out of these guys. I don't care.
Awesome. There was a mode where, like, you're doing that, and then when you smack, like, the screen will go change. You're like, boom! Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
Every once in a while, I'll just, even with Spider-Man now, I'll pop it in, play the 2000 soundtrack, and just immerse myself. Just, man, God, this is... Yeah, what?
Now, Jaron, I'm surprised you haven't said Street Fighter yet. I know Street Fighter's up there. You play a little bit of Street Fighter every year.
Street Fighter? No. Streets of Rage? Yes. Street Fighter. I'm not.
You're not a Street Fighter person?
No, I
just thought you were just in the fighting realm so much.
I like Street Fighter, but I'm a Tekken guy. But
you like those side-scrolling beat 'em ups?
I love my Streets of Rage. I love my
Streets of Rage 2 is one of my year ones too.
Yes.
Quick question: did you ever play Dragon's Crown?
I own it on 2 different platforms, sir.
Okay.
I own it too. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I saw that at GameStop. It's a side scrolling. Buying now.
Right.
And the fact, I think it's 4 players?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the same people that did Odin's Sphere and Muramasa.
Yeah, so I got it on the PS3 digitally, got it physically on the Vita. And I might end up getting it on the PS4 because I actually have 4 controllers, and I'm just gonna force some people to sit and play Dragon's Crown.
Do a let's
play.
play.
Ignore how the Amazon looks. Ignore how the Sorceress looks. Just play the game.
Look at the gameplay.
Yes,
smooth, balanced.
Yes,
it's fun.
Link to the Past. That's the one. I don't need to beat the game.
Yeah.
I already know that game at the back of my hand. I like just to play the first half before I go to the Dark World, and I'm satisfied.
Have you played Link Between Worlds?
I have it. The only bad part is my shitty cat decided to eat my plug-in, so I haven't had a chance to go buy a plug-in for that.
Oh,
That's why his name is Rascal. He's like the Sour Patch Kid. Is like, I love you, but damn it, that cost me money.
At least it was just the AC adapter cable.
Yeah.
I mean, Thank goodness.
Metroid Zero Mission is another one. The remake for the GBA.
Okay.
Yeah, which I have. Like, I play on the computer with that one.
Mega Man X for me.
That's a good one.
Mega Man X one.
Yeah. Oh, the first one. The first one. Okay.
Yes. I love the highway stage. I think that's one of the most perfect stages to learn the game. Everything you need to know.
My dead off of that game is it's right when you get to the spark level. It's like, I think I'm done for now.
Yeah.
That's where I fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have yet to finish Mega Man X. I really do need to give that a good college try.
It is fun.
I will say
that music is phenomenal.
Jerry Glanville's Pigskin Foot Brawl for the Sega Genesis.
Huh.
Are
you sure you're not pronouncing it as Tecmo Bowl?
No, man. Pigskin Foot Brawl. You can wipe a monkey's ass. You can wipe a monkey's ass with Tecmo. Pigskin Foot Brawl is okay. So you guys have heard of arch rivals, right?
Yeah.
So take that, throw it with rugby and football, and it's basically Vikings facing each other and knocking each other out, or stabbing each other with swords in 16-bit graphics. And if you're too good, the game throws trolls at you. And if you're still too
okay.
good, it throws more trolls at you.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a short game. It's really short. You can beat it in like an hour, if less. But it's just really fun. It's just really fun.
So, is there any games on your list that you wish you had time to play every year?
Like almost every RPG, like both Lunars.
Okay.
Both Lunar games. Nier
Tales
Automata.
Okay. Tales of Symphonia for me and Tales of Abyss.
I gotta finish Tales of Symphonia. Yeah.
Before I had kids, married, I would do a annual playthrough of either Final Fantasy X or 7.
10 I can give you credit for because that one's probably easier to go through than 7.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
My fiance Brandy loves herself some Final Fantasy X and X-2. She will play that every year.
Wow. I'm trying to I wish I'm going to try this year to do Final Fantasy 12, but that was one I wish I can do every year. But 12 is Final Fantasy games are just long. They're just long games.
Yeah. I mean, the only
Lunar's longer.
Lunar's longer, but it's I don't know. I have more
Now,
fun
7
with it.
on the iOS, you could actually max out your characters, so you could just get the story.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the version they released for the PlayStation 4 as well, that they ported to the PS4.
Okay.
I think. I know they added some mobile features to it. But,
okay.
Yeah. So.
Another short one I like, Dynasty Wars. Every once in a while, I just want to get my
That's
fill.
I see that. Yeah.
If I don't want to play a 30-minute mission, though, I'll throw in Bleach Soul Resurrection. It's it's pretty much Dynasty Warriors with Bleach characters. Missions are so much shorter, though.
Okay.
And it's going down a corridor, but it's the same gameplay pretty much. And I love my Bleach.
Rayman Origins for me.
Oh, okay.
That's an easy pick 'em up and play. Pick
yeah.
a level and have fun.
I'm running thin on the list of games I have time to play. I barely have time to play the games I have. This is why I have a backlog, by the way.
Right.
Because I'm playing through. But I would say, let's see, if it's either General Chaos, which is again another Sega Genesis game, or if I like Nintendo as well, I will play the original Mega Man 2.
Okay.
I love Dr. Wily's Stage 2. I love the music.
You love the music.
Yes.
And
yes.
the opening cutscene.
Yes. And of course, beating the Yellow Devil through that exploit.
Yeah.
So.
I wish every year, if I had a chance, is to go through Mass Effect. I would like to go through Mass Effect again. I would like to make time for that. I can even just do 2 and be satisfied.
Uncharted for me, if I had more time. Emotionally, I just can't do it multiple times, but The Last of Us, I want to play through The Last of Us again, but I just got so emotionally worked up during certain points. I know I can't do it, man.
Yeah.
Castlevania's Area of Sorrows for the GBA, that's the one I want to go through again.
Okay.
Symphony of the Night, I do every year. I at least touch Symphony of the Night every year.
Okay.
That's a damn good soundtrack. I love that one.
I wish I had the time to play it some more. I'm like a baby. I'm crawling like a baby in it.
See, don't you wish it was in that collection?
There's already a collection that was released last year with Symphony of the Night and Rondo.
I
of
consider
Blood.
that game and plus. I was just kidding with you. I'm just kidding.
There are a lot of people salty about that Castlevania collection not having Symphony of the Night.
I think people were upset because it fell half-assed. It didn't come with artwork or anything cool.
Oh, you mean the one last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
people just didn't like the package.
I think they were maybe. I like to speculate they were testing the waters. Like, all right, if people dig this, maybe we'll do some stuff.
Konami know damn well that you know damn well you put that game out there, someone's gonna say something. Come on. We want to test everybody like something nice still. You know damn well I got Game of the Year. He got Game of the Year so many times. Come on. Is it everybody's top 10 of top 10s?
It's like, hey, if you like it, buy enough of it. Well, maybe we'll put a contract out there.
That's like Nintendo putting out another Metro. Like, let's see if people like this and see if they want a Prime 4.
Hey,
no,
we're getting a Prime 4.
No, or F-Zero. Like, you know damn well we want an F-Zero. Come on.
Yeah. I'm still mad. There's still no F-Zero.
Jet Set Radio. I try to play that every year.
Okay.
Every year, Jet Set Radio. Love that. I try to, but it's not promising. Every 5 years, I think it is. I touch my favorite RPG game of all time, Skies of Arcadia.
Okay.
Yes.
I try to touch that every year. I have it on the computer because going into my retro library back at my parents' place. I don't want to go ahead and reach that all out and get it all out. So I was like, I got it on the computer. I'm sad.
Oh, I was like, you don't want to go into the vault?
No, I don't want to go into the vault. I don't want to go in the vault. Now, there is a game, Phantasy Star, I would love to go to, but I feel it's obsolete now. It's kind of like...
Ooh,
sorry, Phillies. Phantasy Star Online, not Phantasy Star Originals. Okay?
I was gonna say I know some friends who would take exception to Phantasy Star Original be calling obsolete.
Sorry, online. I apologize, online. Especially the Xbox, you can't play it if you wanted to. That's done.
I would love to see them re-release that and like just have your own server. You start your own server up and you can have friends. That would be fun. But.
Now, are there new games in your life that you feel like they're contenders of games you want to play every year? Shovel Knight for me. I want to start trying to play that every year. Is there any game that you want to try to start adding to your thing?
Spider-Man for me each year.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 15 when I have time, especially with the... Well, it's neat because of the new game plus... It makes that realistic because you keep your levels, so you're just one-shot.
And that's another thing too. Like I can replay these games if I can cross over all my results, like all my stats and everything. Yeah, I'll replay it again and have fun.
I did a playthrough with my co-host Veronica. And she did it New Game Plus at a level 112, and so she was like one-shotting everything. She loved the story, and that's why we did the playthrough because of the story. And it's like, oh, you're leveled high enough. All the dungeons are mapped out. This dungeon that took me 45 minutes the first time.
Right.
Takes her 10. And so, I think New Game Pluses are, especially for me, I think I'm a dying breed as a single player who buys physical, but I love New Game Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. New Game Plus is underrated. It does reward you for sticking with it.
You want to get that high of reliving that cutscene or reliving that moment, but you don't want to grind. And she was actually watching a playthrough of someone starting out level 1, and she calls me, my God, is this what you... Yeah, this is what you appreciate that New Game Plus I got
real life!
Yeah. Exactly. Actually, going with that, similar to that, Resident Evil 2 Remake might end up becoming one of my annuals.
There you go.
Okay.
I got Platinum Spider-Man, but it is fun to play over. But Resident Evil 2 Remake got those unlimited ammo unlocks. I might challenge myself further, see if I can get this trophy or that trophy. But mostly it's just fun going through. It's like, oh, hey, Mr. X. Yeah, you're lifting that chopper? Hold on. I got a rocket for you. Lift this. and just see how fast I can speed through things. It's like, oh, boss, fire, done.
Mario Kart 8. That's the one I probably want to add to the list of I want to start playing every year. Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart is just so easy just to pick up and play a couple. You can play one circuit and be satisfied.
I have Mario Kart 7 on the 3D.
You don't have 8 on the Switch yet?
I haven't gotten 8 Deluxe on the Switch yet.
You gotta get that. I gotta play. I gotta play with you.
I will get it. I love Mario Kart. My dad and I used to play Mario Kart 64. Brandy and I played Mario Kart on the Wii, and
Yeah, let me know when you get it, man. I would love to hear what's your opinion on it, but it's so good.
Oh, so and the Deluxe has friggin' Zelda Link in it.
I was
Zelda.
I was gonna say Breath of the Wild might be a new one to play every year because that game is probably the easiest one to transition and just let go. Okay. You can just go explore. You don't have to really care. But it's not real. Breath of the Wild doesn't really have a story to me.
I might be more prone to do that if I get it on the Switch. I have it on the Wii U. I got it on the Wii U because I didn't want to get it. I couldn't afford a Switch yet. But I might, if I get it on the Switch, I might end up playing that a little bit more.
Okay.
Because I was playing on the Wii on the gamepad, and you know how you can kind of take it through the house. I was like on the other side of the house in bed, just.
But let's go to people are still putting stuff on here. Let's go.
Wow.
So yeah. I asked our Oklahoma Retro Gaming Society, and they told me. They give me their picks of games they play every year. So what I want to do, guys, this is how I want to do it. I'm going to say the names. I'm going to say the games they have, and I want you to say, is that a game which you would try to do every year? Does that sound good to y'all?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit me.
Jordan, sorry if I butcher your name. Bonjour, Shadar. I cannot say your name right now. Shadar. You say Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't care if I beat it a million times. At least once a year is an absolute must. I am a no. I cannot do that every year. But good for him. What about you guys?
I'll play it, but not once a year. That's like maybe every 3 years.
That's a hard sell for me.
Okay. People commented saying that they at least put 20 hours into the game. They don't fully beat it.
Okay.
Fallout New Vegas. Love that game. I can say yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Fallout series.
I
can
have
do that.
yet to meet a Fallout game I liked. I might try New Vegas. Everybody keeps talking about it. Have yet to play a Fallout
don't
game
like
I
4?
enjoyed. Nope.
Oh, I'm sad to hear that.
I'm that outlier. I just couldn't get into it.
Okay, it's not for everybody, right? Okay, Chrono Trigger. Sorry, that was from Brandon Booth. Zachary Davis, Chrono Trigger, and Final Fantasy V.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
yeah. No on both. Like Chrono Trigger used to, but like I said, something else came along. So
Yeah, I'm grinding through 5. I forgot where I was because I haven't played in a while. I think you meet the princess's sister.
Curtis, go ahead and say yes. You a Final Fantasy person? You gonna say yes?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no.
can see that.
But Sky.
Super Mario 64 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Super Mario 64, I would definitely do every year.
Yes.
if I had the chance.
All 120 stars.
No.
I would not complete.
No, only enough to get through the door. Only enough to get through the door, buddy.
Oh God.
Which is like the minimum of like beat 3 levels. Okay, anyways. Dude, I don't have time for 100. Jeez, man.
Like all the coins.
Dude, those levels are not. Some of those are hard to get
They
stars. I don't have
are.
time. If I have to ride that goddamn slide level with the penguin again, I'm gonna kill myself.
Who do you think
All
I
right,
am,
anyway.
Gerard Cleo?
Right. Kingdom Hearts 2. For you.
Yeah,
Yep.
heavy,
Okay.
yeah.
And my fiance, yes, me, no.
Okay. All right. ESO. Dylan. Gruntke. ESO. That's Elder Scrolls Online. No. He basically said just to see how trash the updates are. So. Edgar Allan McNeil. Wow, that's a hell of a name. Okay. Super Mario RPG, Final Fantasy Tactics, and Final Fantasy 7.
Yep, on 7.
Okay. Super Mario RPG, I would try. I would try.
I would give it a go.
Yeah.
I would give it a go.
You're a good man.
Right. Joshua Reisner. Go-Go's 13, Top Secret Episodes NES, and Goonies 2 NES. Woo. Never played any of those.
Oh, haven't played Golgo 13, Goonies 2. I'm about to ask Josh what's wrong with you, man. Goonies 2. Ooh,
Too
man.
far back for me.
Yeah, you go play Star Tropics
Right.
or something. But okay.
Yeah. Cody Anderson. He says, I try to play through Chrono Trigger at least once a year. Haven't beaten it yet. Good luck, buddy. Michael Blanton. Shout out to him. Mario World. Some form of Smash Brothers, Super Metroid, Dark Souls, Bloodborne. I'm a creature of habit. Dark Souls, no. That's a one-time. I cannot go through that game again. It was hell to get through. I do not want to go through hell
Smash
again.
Brothers, heck yeah.
Yeah. Smash Brothers, that's a good pick up and play every year.
Yeah. Smash Brothers, that's a good party.
Yeah, Super Metroid, that's a good pick too. Dustin Johnson, Outzone, Arcade, Streets of Rage 2, and Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Yes.
Oh, both of those last two, yeah.
Okay.
Good call.
Marcus Steven, Mighty Final Fight in Metroid.
Mighty Final Fight. Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, both of those.
Yeah.
I would try to play those.
Chance Stokes is Catherine on the Xbox 360 and Mike Tyson Punch Out. Catherine, that was the that's
puzzle game.
I never had a chance
Yes.
to play it. I want to play it.
Yes, they're doing a re-release, which adds more content later this year. So
Mary Ann Morrison, Link Awakening. Okay.
coming out.
Ronnie Tinsworth, NBA 2K.
Oh, yeah. Once a year. I even go back to that.
yeah, I like the NFL 2K on Dreamcast.
Woo! Ariel Tatum, that's one of my homegirls. Good for her. I don't have time for this, but Dragon Age Inquisition. Good for her.
yes.
That is a long game. Okay. You're a yes for you?
I'm a
Okay.
yes.
I would play it only to play through the DLC.
Okay.
If I'm going to use that much energy, I'm going through The Witcher. Okay. Yeah. Aaron Cullen, I beat Soulborn series game every year.
Oh, my word.
The series.
Oh.
He said the series. So,
Bravo.
Yes. Alan Road, Mighty Final Fight, and Donkey Kong Country, any of the 3. That's a good one. I could do Donkey Kong Country 1 and Donkey Kong Country Return and Tropical Freeze. I could play those every year. Seth Johnson, Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. That's the best one. And Super Mario 3. That is the best.
Oh, you like that more than 3?
No.
Solid 3?
No, I'm saying that's the best edition to play. A Metal Gear
okay.
Solid.
Oh, okay,
The Twin
okay.
Snakes one on the GameCube.
Okay, I
Yeah,
agree.
that's the
I
best.
agree.
That's the best one to play instead of the old school one, right? Yeah, and then she said Super Mario 3. Did Charm in 1996.
Their mouths don't move.
Yeah, right. Here, take this program. I need this. Right. Take it. Snake cutscene. Okay. Anyways, and one more. Michael Braun. Hell, I try to make it to a point to beat Battletoads at least once a month. Wow. Just to stay in practice. Doesn't always happen every month. I give you credit, Michael, because I think Battletoads is a terrible game. And wow. I give you credit for putting the power into that, because if you can pass that third level, you are a champion in my book.
Yep.
Yes, that and the snake rattle and roll level.
Woo! Right. If you know the secrets, you can skip all those levels. I recommend that. Shout out to the YouTube people that can beat that game without dying. Yeah. Phenomenal. Yes. You deserve an award, because seeing what happens next is like, I don't even know how you did it. I give you all the internet dollars. Right. I mean, you literally had to sit there and practice and know every single. I don't have time for that. But those are some of the picks that we have. Thank you for the society for putting your inputs in and helping me out. But we're about to wrap the show. But wait, there's one more. I gotta ask y'all a question first. Can I kick it? Ooh. Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Now, this segment we're calling it Can I Kick It? Where Curtis is in charge of giving us our selection of games that you should be taking a look at off of Kickstarter or whatever Kickstarter program. But these selections he picked are from the Kickstarter site.
Yes.
He has picked 3 games, and we were going to sit and talk about those. So, Curtis, what do you go ahead and talk about the first one?
The first game is called Firmament. It is done by Cyan Worlds, Inc. They made a game called Myst back in the early to mid 90s. Myst was a immersive puzzle game. It was set in the first person, and the character got sucked into the book, and you're trying to escape the book. It almost took a page off of Neverending Story in that sense.
Okay.
And just looking at it, it's like, if you enjoyed Myst, then yeah, I think it's a nice callback to that kind of environment, that gameplay. It was almost like a Telltale game before Telltale, like the puzzle solving elements.
Yeah, the point and click
genre.
Okay. I never really got into those because those were strictly more on the PCs back when I was younger.
Yes.
But it's one of those like it's more like you in this environment and you're just trying to discover what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they notice here is that in this one you're not alone. You're basically going to have someone with you, like a companion or something. And we also noticed that this game, I think, is trying to be implemented into VR. Because you can definitely see this as a VR.
Be pretty interesting, yes.
And so, Jaron, were you ever into those kind of games where it's you in the world?
I mean, I've never. So yes and no. So
okay.
I love point and click adventure games. I love my Secret of Monkey Island.
Sam and Max.
Sam and Max.
I hate
Full
Monkey
Throttle.
Island, but go
on. But I never played Myst. I knew about it. I knew about Myst. I knew about Riven. Those things. There's even a member in the OKRGS who loves Myst, but I don't know. That's just me. It looks fun, but I don't know if I don't know.
Okay. So for the people, it's pledging for $1,285,000 for their stretch goal, and they're at $888,119 as we speak. So they're almost there, but. By the time you listen to this, it'll be a little bit too late. By the time it is, we will try to post them out as soon as possible. But by the time you listen to this, they only have 6 days. Mm-hmm. So by the time you listen to this, probably has 1 day left.
Yeah.
Give or take. So, but definitely keep out. I'm pretty sure that they're going to have another way for you that if you want to contribute more money to it too.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the end of it, but we wish them the best of luck. This is probably the highest I ever seen someone try to pledge for $1 million.
Yeah.
And you can see where the money is trying to go to make this game, and you can see. I think look on the video. There's a video out there. Looks like Oculus Rift is one of the choices. We don't know if it's for PSVR, but we can see on some of the campaigns, like the goals for it is, if it makes it to 1.4 million, so basically passing this goal, it will come for the PS4, PSVR, and eFig support. I have no idea what that is.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so good luck to them on that. Curtis, what's our next one, buddy?
The next one is called Grand Guilds Tactical RPG with Cards.
Okay.
It's in the vein of the old Mega Man battle networks, like you're moving characters around on a grid. And I kind of like those kind of games.
It's more. It looks like it's more of like a. It's 3D.
It's
3D, kind of over the head. Kind of has a little bit of the Definity look like, or a Gauntlet kind of look.
Yeah.
Style to it. It is a turn base,
Yes.
but you said it mentioned cards, and we don't know what the cards are implementing yet. It looks like it's still kind of the prototype because some of those characters kind of have like a little, little sharp edges there. Kind
Yeah.
of needs to be polished out of it, but I do like. I'm getting into tactic games like this. Card Still, that's an interesting one because like I don't know how that's gonna work. Like if you kill the people, do you get some of their decks or maybe some certain key cards to
Like
their
Gwent.
stuff? Yeah,
looting the fallen and stuff.
yeah. Now, Jaron, you're a big Fantasy Star person. Did you ever have a chance to play the Final Fantasy 3 with the cards?
No. Final Fantasy 3 with the... No.
Yeah, it's Fantasy Star Online, but it was with cards.
Oh, Fantasy... No, I've heard of it, Fantasy Star Online Portable or...
Okay.
Yeah, no, I never got to play
Okay.
that one with the cards, but I guess the idea of, you slay your opponent and you just reach in their pocket and pull out a deck of cards and just
It
walk
also
off.
kind of reminds me of Bat and Kados.
Yes.
It reminds me of like that, but not tactic, but the fact that all your moves are dedicated of cards that you pick. Or like Kingdom Hearts Chains of Memories,
Yes,
where cards are your movement of choice for that.
Yeah,
and so
this definitely has like kind of an XCOM flair to it as well. The way you kind of move, the old XCOM.
Yes. It's weird because some of these characters kind of look a little bit Avatar-ish, like the cartoon Avatar. And so it looks interesting. I kind of want to see a little bit more of what they're going to add once they build it up, because this game is definitely dedicated to knowing these characters, kind of like that Fire Emblem kind of family kind of style.
And that's kind of why I picked it, because it's like there is a huge base for Fire Emblem kind of tactical games of moving your characters around, flanking an enemy and stuff.
Maybe they'll have choice bases. That would be awesome. Like they'll have different choices. Yeah, and they'll take you on a different voyage.
And I like how it's apparently being developed in the Philippines. I love how all these different countries are just, people having their ideas, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to make a game.
Right.
America and Japan do not have to be the epicenters of game design. I like that.
So they pledged for $12,000, which they already succeeded. They're at $16,710. And they still have 20 days to go. So this is up.
Wow.
So they already succeed. But if you want to see, and we don't have time for this, but if you want to add more, you can look at their pledges and see what you get for if you give them $20 or you give them $35. Most of the time, you pay a lot, you might get your name credit in the game, or you might even have dinner with them. That's mostly what they offer. Like, dude, if you give me $1,000,
I'll
man,
eat dinner with you.
right?
Yeah.
Your character's in the game, okay? All right, so definitely check that out. And Curtis, what is our final one?
The last game is Hunt the Night, 16-bit dark fantasy action adventure game. It's a top-down kind of like Zelda. It looking through the video, it almost reminded me of Enter the Gungeon, but with melee weapons.
Okay.
And it has this really unique 16-bit art style to it. I know there's all sorts of 16-bit games already out, but I don't know. This one just caught me with the fast-moving melee weapon. Definitely a throwback to the old the Super NES games to me.
The character design reminds me of Lufia. You remember Lufia on the Super Nintendo?
Oh, yeah.
Lufia.
I never played it, but I saw.
But
it
but have you seen what the gameplay looks like a little bit?
Yeah.
The characters kind of remind me of that a little bit. You can see that it has a bit of a Zelda style to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the puzzles.
Yeah, or a little bit of Soul Blazer.
Ooh, yeah.
You know what I
said
mean?
You said the name right
You know
there.
what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, I know my games, right? Yeah, it's a little bit of a Soul Blazer kind of feel, which Soul Blazer is a great game. But you can see it's also set kind of like in medieval times. You can see like these doctors used to use those doctor masks with the nose and stuff
With
like
the
that. With
plague
during the,
beaks.
during the plagues and all that kind of stuff. And then you can see that you can kind of customize your
loadout.
Your loadout, your weapons, and everything like that. It looks really cool. It also reminds me of Titan Soul. If you remember that game, it's a kid
with the boss rush game.
Yeah, with the kid with the arrows and everything
Yes.
like that. It kind of reminds me of that a little bit. You can also see a little bit. It's a real dark game because even the cover itself gets a Final Fantasy cover kind of feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I
old
like the
school.
artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of has a Final Fantasy kind of feel to it, and like they're whopping it up. Like this their night edition is coming like with a Super Nintendo cartridge looking
like
thing.
An art book.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of a replica of it. I doubt it is really the actual fit in the game and stuff, but it looks pretty cool. Yeah, art book like you said, maybe an album. There's an album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like
this one looks more up my alley out of these picks for me.
Is it funny that I thought about you when I saw this?
You did that? Oh, so thank you so much. Thank you. They are asking for $28,000, and they already succeed that with $31,000, and they have 15 days to go. So if you want to contribute that, go down there and show them what you got. We will have links for you to go to these places and everything like that. Now, guys, have you guys actually like contributed to any Kickstarter program at all?
Yes.
Okay.
I contributed to 2. One would be Luton XP, the board game cafe down in Norman. They had a Kickstarter a few years back.
Oh, that's pretty rad.
So I contributed to that. I got my name on a little plaque somewhere. Not my name, but a quote. And also a webcomic. I contributed to a webcomic because it's the easiest way to buy like all the back issues. So.
Okay.
And it's actually... Kickstarter, I like it, especially games like this when you actually see proof of what they're doing.
Yeah. So. And they try to keep you updated the best you can.
Exactly, I like that.
Yeah, my picks people probably know of is Hyper Light Drifter, which I contributed into, and of course Shovel Knight. So those are ones. But out of these 3, though, which one calls out to you guys the most? I'm not now. This is not for we're gonna just drop money into this pot. I'm just asking like which one kind of calls out to you like that looks cool. If I had extra money, I would put something in there. As you can see, Hunt the Night will probably be my pick for this one.
Ooh, it's gonna be a tie between Grand Guilds and Hunt the Night for me.
Okay, and Curtis?
Hunt the Night, but I agree with you on the guilds. It seems very ambitious.
Yes. I like what they could possibly do. It has potential.
Okay. So. Okay, well, awesome. Well, Curtis, thank you so much for bringing that to us, and hopefully you'll find some more awesome ones in our later episodes and everything like that. But with that, sadly, we have to wrap up this show. I want to thank everybody for making the time to listen to our awesome jam-packed episode once again. But remember, we want to hear your picks. What games that you play a year? If you have any Kickstarter stuff you want to say, throw it our way. We'll talk about it on the show. If it's not already failed, don't give us something that's already failed.
I want it to be true,
or what it could be. I don't have time for that. All right. Even if you want to succeed and there's some days left, throw it at us. We'll try to put it up there. It's the best way we can and everything like that. But remember, you can listen to our shows on YouTube, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, Podbean. Just make sure you look up the In-Game Boss program and enjoy our other lovely shows like The Game Holds a Rivalries, Bond Never Dies, When Jerry Met Nom and finally do a movie podcast, and many more on the way. I know, it makes you smile every time you say that. Every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, but we want to thank everybody for listening. If you want to talk to us personally, you can find me on Twitter as RetroAmp07.
The Grumpy Bear 84 on Twitter.
And Curtis?
You can find me on Twitter and Facebook. My Twitter is CTS2785.
And we'll be posting more stuff on this, so make sure you subscribe and follow, because the more you show your support and the more ratings, the more we are getting more well-known. And, we love doing this. We love sitting here chatting, and we want more people to hear it, so help us out.
Let your voices be heard.
Right. And don't be afraid to, comment and leave questions. If you're listening to this on YouTube, leave a comment down below. If you want to talk to us personally, tell us if we're doing a great job or doing a bad job. Should we talk about this? Should we talk about that? What topics do you want to hear? We would love to hear your suggestions. So
we can brutal, baby.
Yeah. Do you, as Jaron says. Do you? And so, guys, anything else you want to wrap? Anything you want to say before we wrap this up? Jaron, you good?
Yeah, stay in school.
You sure?
Curtis, I'm trying to be a good role model.
Thanks. Anyways, Curtis, you?
We'll see you guys in 2.
All right, and we will catch you on our next episode where we will be talking about Arc System. Ooh. And known for fighting games and who they should do a combination with. And we'll have a special guest.
Yeah.
And I'm hype. I'm hyped for him.
Me too.
Yeah. So with that, we'll catch you on next episode.